Hey Hunter, we're going to work on your spelling list, and I have grouped the words together so that it'll be easier to remember how to spell them. So our first group are soft C words. And that means that they sound like S. Okay? So, in order to get that soft sound with the C, we have C plus E will give us the S sound. C plus I will give us the S sound. And C plus Y gives us the S sound. Okay? So I'm going to group the words together so they all have this sound. They either have a C and an E, a C and an I, and a C and a Y sound. You don't have anything that has an actual Y, but the sound the vowels produce is a Y sound. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the Boggle first, and we're looking for the soft C. So our first word is, we need a T, we need an R. Where's my R? Oh, there it is. We need a C, we need an N, and we need an E, and we need another E. So our letters are E, T, R, C, N, E. What could those words or letters spell? It's a 6-letter word. We know we have 2 vowels. We have the E. Okay, what do you think it could be? I'll give you the first letter is C. We're looking for the S sound that the C produces. I'll give you the last letter. That leaves us with 2 E's, a T, and an N. This has 2 syllables, so it splits the 6 letters right in half. Okay, if you have it, great. If you don't, I'm going to sound it out. Center. Center. Do you recognize it? Center. C-E-N-T-E-R. And our C and E gives us the S sound. Okay, next word. We need another C and another C. We need an I. We need an L. We need an R. And we need an E. It's another 6-letter word. So we have R-C-C-I-L-E. and it's a two-syllable word. What do you think it spells? I'll give you a hint. It's another word that starts with a C. And it ends in E. So that should tell you, with our little helper that we had, a C and an I makes the S sound. So where does the I go? Which letter is it in our word? If you said the second letter, you are correct. This is going to give us our S sound. Okay, so now you've got 3 letters and you only have 3 letters left. What is the word? Do you know? I'll sound it out. Circle. 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 C-I-R-C-L-E. Okay, next word. Still looking for that soft C sound. This is another 6-letter word, and it has 2 syllables. We need a P, a C, an E, an L, an I, and an N. So I-P-C-E-L-N. What could those letters spell? It's a 2-syllable. We're looking for the 2 letters together that are going to make the soft C sound, or it's going to sound like an S. And I'll give you a hint. The 2 letters that make it sound like an S are going to be right here. And they go in the order of our little tips that I gave you at the beginning. A C plus E, a C plus I, or a C plus Y. Okay, so if you said C and I goes here, you would be correct. So now, what do you think the word is? Give you this hint. First letter is P. I'm going to sound it out. Pencil. 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 So it's P-E-N-C-I-L. Pencil. Okay, our last one. Is a 4-letter word, 1 syllable. And we need a P, we need a C, we need an E, we need an A, and we need an S. Okay, C-E-P-A-S. And we are looking for the two letters together that give us the soft C sound. So we have C plus Y, or C plus I, or C plus E. Which do you think is going to give it the soft C in this word? And I'll give you a hint. These are the two letters that are going to equal the S sound. So if you said C and E, you are correct. Okay, so we have S, we have a A, and we have a P left. So what is the word? Ace. Sp. Ace. Sp. Ace. Space. Outer space. Okay, that takes care of all of our soft C sound words. Okay, our next group. And I have a sentence for you for that group of words to remember. It is, I use my pencil there's our sound to draw a circle there's our sound in the center of space. Here's our sound for the soft C, and here's our sound for the soft C. I use my pencil to draw a circle in the center of space. If you need to write that down, just stop the video and we will move on to the next group when you hit play again. But we're going to move on to our soft G words. I use my pencil to draw a circle in the center of space. Okay. So now we are working with soft G. And to get the soft G sound, we need G plus E. We need G plus I. And we can use a G plus Y. So this is just like with C. Okay? A G and an E makes the soft G sound, a G and an I, or it's the J sound. So like one of your words is jeans, so it's that G sound. Okay, so G and E makes the G sound, G and I makes the G sound, and G plus the Y makes the G sound. Okay, so here we go. Our first word is a 6-letter word, but it's only one syllable. And we need an R, we need an E, we need a G, we need an O, an N, and we need an A. Okay, so Gorena. And our first clue to finding the G that sounds like a J is we needed a G plus an E or a G plus an I. So, which 2 letters in this word are going to make the J sound? The G and the E, because there is no I. So we have to put them together. And they are going to go right here. This is your first tip for spelling the word. Okay, so you've got an R, an O, an N, and an A. So what do you think it is? 6 letters. I'll give you the first clue. It's a color. And it starts with an O. Orange. 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 O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange. Okay. Next word. Okay, this is a 5-letter word. And we need an N, we need an S, we need an E, we need an A, and I need a J. Where is my, oh, here's one, a J. Okay, so this word starts with a J, so it has the J sound. Okay. So what do you think it is? It's just one syllable. It's an article of clothing that you wear. And we are going to have an E. A long vowel sound of E. So what 2 letters in this word gives us the E sound? And those 2 letters are going to go right here to give us the E sound. If you said E and A, you are correct. Okay, so you've got a J, an S, and an N left. What could that word be? It's something that you wear, and you probably wear it in this weather right now because it's cold. You're not wearing shorts anymore. You would be wearing your... It rhymes with beans. If you said jeans, you are correct. J-E-A-N-S. Jeans. Okay. Okay, this is another, I'll give you a hint, a J word. 6 letters, 2 syllables. We need our J. We need an A. We need a C. We need a T. We need an A. And we need a K. Okay. This is another article of clothing that you would be wearing today because it's so cold, and it starts with a J. What could it be? I'll give you a hint. This part of the word right here is a boy's name. And T is the last letter. Okay, I'll sound it out. The first word is a boy's name. Jack it. Jack it. Jacket. J-A-C-K-E-T. No tricks to this one. It just has our J sound right there in the letter J. Okay, next word. Okay, so this one gives us our J sound with 2 letters, and I'm going to give you a hint. We have 2 syllables, and the first 2 letters give us the J sound. So we need an N, we need an I, we need an A, we need a T or a G, and we need a T. Okay. So for this word, we already know that it has a J sound, and that J sound is created right here. So our J and our I give us the J sound. So what are the last 3 letters? It's another word. It's a 3-letter word that goes right here. Giant. 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 Okay. Next one. Okay. I'm just going to keep the G here because it's another JG sound. So let's see. I need an L. I need an E. I need an A. I need an R. That's it. 5 letters. And I'll give you the first hint. Our sound to make the J sound is right there. So what 2 letters create that J sound? If you said G and E, you are correct, sir. Okay, so what are the letters Well, we know what the letters are, but how do they go here? How do you arrange them to finish the word? Okay, if you said large, you are correct. L-A-R-G-E, large. Okay, our last word in this grouping is super easy. It's only 3 letters, and our 2 letters that give us the J sound are right there. So we need a G, an E, and an A. So the letters that give us our G sound are what? G. Oops. We got a runaway G. And E. So now you should know what it is. Age. A-G-E spells age. Okay, so I have a sentence for you to remember. And this sentence is also going to tie into this coming Saturday's lesson. So memorize it and pay attention. And everybody needs to memorize it and pay attention to this sentence, because it's going to give you a clue as to what is going on this weekend, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay, here we go. My giant here's our J sound. Wears an orange jean jacket sorry about my writing there. His age is 60 and his size is large. There's our other J sound. My giant wears an orange jeans jacket. See, our word is jeans. Jeans jacket. His age is 60 and his size is large. So we got all of your J sounding words in one sentence. To write that down, just pause the video, write it down, and then start it, and we're going to do the last group of words. Okay, so pause the video here if you want to write this down. Okay, these are just regular words. They don't have any clues or anything in them. Okay, so our first word is 1 syllable and 6 letters. So we need a C, an E, an O, a U, an N, and a B. B-O-C-U-N. What could that spell? I'll give you the first letter. It is B. And the last letter, it is E. Okay, so you have an O, a C, a U, and an N left. What could this word be? Okay, I'm going to sound it out. Bounce. 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 Okay, we have a C and it has the S sound. So we know that C and E together gives us that sound. So now what? Bounce. Okay, it's B-O-U-N-C-E. Bounce. That is the word. Okay, next one. Okay, we have 7 letters, 2 syllables, and it's made up of 2 separate words. Okay, so we need an O and an O, and we need an M. We need an N. We need an E, and we need another E, and we need an S. Okay, S-E-O-O-M-N-E. What could that be? I'll give you a hint. The first letter is S, and the last letter is E. Okay, there are 2 words that we're putting together. What could they be? Okay, our second half of the word is one. Okay, so what's this word? Okay, it is someone. Someone. S-O-M-E-O-N-E. Okay, next word. Six letters, 2 syllables. I need an H, an A, a V, a G, an N, and an I. N-A-I-H-V-G. I'll give you a hint. It's ending in G. Okay, the first letter is an H. I'm going to sound it out for you. Have-ing. Have-ing. Okay, so that tells us this is an action word. Ing is our last 3 letters. So our first half has got to be have. H-A-V-I-N-G. Having. Your cow is having a baby. Your guinea pigs were having a baby. Now they've had their babies. Okay, Next word. We're getting to the end here. The next one. Oh, this is a good word. This is a word to try to use sometime during the day in your vocabulary. It's 2 syllables. I need an N. Need another N. I need an A. I need a Y. And I need an O. O-Y-N-N-A. What could that word spell? Or what could those letters spell? I'll give you a hint. The last letter is Y. I'll give you another hint. These last 3 letters rhyme with toy. What rhymes, what letters, if you put them together, would rhyme with the word toy? Noi rhymes with toy. Now it's not a word. It's just a way to get you to remember. So the first letter is A. Second letter is N. Annoy. 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 Annoy means that you're bothered. Like, that sheep annoys me. Dripping water can annoy me because of the sound. Okay? A-N-N-O-Y. Annoy. Okay. Our next one. It's a 4-letter word. It's only 1 syllable. We need an I. We need an M. We need a D. And we need an L. What could those 4 letters spell? I'll sound it out. Mild. 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 Okay. 2 to go. We need a U. We need a C. And we need an H. 1 syllable, 4 letters, only 1 vowel, and it has a ch sound. Ch. And those 2 letters that make the ch sound are right here. So what 2 letters give you that sound? Ch. Like crunch, church. If you said C and H, you are right. So now you have an M and a U. So what do those 4 letters spell? If you said M-U-C-H spells much, you are correct. Okay? One more word and we are done. It's a 2-syllable word. And it's 2 words put together. So we need M, we need a Y, need an L, we need an F. Have we even used F today? I don't think so. And we need an E, and we need an S. S-Y-M-L-F-E. What could that word be? I'll give you a hint. The Y goes right there. This is a word that you use when you talk about yourself. When you talk about you. Okay, I'll give you another hint. The first letter is M. My, and then what is the word over here? My what? Ends in an F. Myself. Myself. M-Y-S-E-L-F. Okay, that takes care of all of your words for this test. Remember that C plus E and C plus I gives us the S sound. And G plus E and G plus I give us the J sound. And our sentences are, to remember your words, my giant wears an orange jeans. My giant wears an orange jeans jacket. His age is 60 and his size is large. For your C words, it's I use my pencil to draw a circle in the center of space. And then the last one is, these are your review words in a sentence. Having someone bounce a ball on a mild summer day can annoy others and myself very much. Okay, those are your sentences and your words. You're going to do great, Hunter. I know you will.